સો મમ્મી કેમ હતા તારા ફેમિલીના બારામાં વધારે કંઈક કે ને કેવા હતા જ્યારે નાની હતી તું?
So Nana was conservative and strict. I was shit scared of him. So there were standing instructions from him that after 7, I want you in the house. After 7, you're not supposed to step out of the house. So I had no choice. I had to follow it. Like that's the standing instructions. Nani was a normal housewife, making sure that her husband is happy, and she used to favor us. Not like that. She used to also hide a few things from Nana. But yeah,
Like?
finally, like some masti we have done. Somebody scratched me, or somebody I hit my brothers. Like I hit Jaish Mama. So it was like she used to hide it at times if I'm not fared well in the school test, class test. So she used to hide it from him. And then, very subtly she would go and tell him, like not really signifying the whole thing. And so even then at that time he used to take lightly. But yeah, she was more like of, okay, if following her husband, she was that kind of housewife, keeping a balance between the children and the husband. So she was like that. And then Mama was more of a masti khor. Like he didn't have much attention in the studies and all. So, so I'm talking about Jayesh Mama. So Jayesh Mama was more of a masti khor types. फुल ऑन मस्ती, मतलब खेलना कूदना, बैंड में पार्टिसिपेट करना, स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज में पार्टिसिपेट करना, ही वाज नंबर वन. Kites was his favorites, and he has had a lot of bashing because of that. So Mama was like that. Rakesh Mama was too small, but I remember he was very stubborn. If he wanted something, he wanted something like that. And I was the nicest. I was in between, average, masti bhi, and studious also, obedient also. But I think from all the three, I was the best. Like that was self-declared by Nana. Okay, she's studious, she's intelligent, and she's also my favorite. Like she's a good girl types. So yeah.
So after coming from such a conservative family, how did you broaden your perspective towards life? Like what changes, what exposure, what changes made you broaden your perspective?
I think when I was a child, there were many incidences and there were many events, which I kept feeling ये नहीं होना चाहिए. This shouldn't be like this. But I had no access at that point in time. I had no idea how do I change this for myself, and how do I make this into a pleasant experience. So I had to go through that pain. But I think when I started working, especially after the separation, when I actually got onto a job, when I actually moved out into the world, I met people, I met different kinds of people, and I saw them, I observed my bosses, I observed those people who were on higher positions in our organizations. And I always used to wonder, what makes them go there? What is it that, what is that one thing, or what is that one activity they do that make them earn so much, they make them go to that position and have that authority, have that power. Because I wanted that for sure. I wanted it, all of it. I was very ambitious, in that manner. So what happened is, uh, I think one thing what I have never stopped doing in my life since the time I have gained that consciousness that I want to grow is never stop learning.
Hmm.
So that one thing, or that one habit which I built in me since so many years was never, never, ever stop learning. Because I remember when I actually got onto job, and I was just 10th pass, and I was a receptionist, and I was making sure that, how do I make the ends meet, how do I take care of you and your needs. One thing what I realized very deeply was that if I have to grow, if I want to go to a bigger positions and not live and die as a receptionist, I will have to learn. So I started jotting out things which I need to learn. So basic was computers, basic was a good typing speed because that was the need of my organization. Because being a receptionist, I have to be very quick on the computer. So I remember I used to actually reach half an hour early every day just to make sure that I have that 30-minute time so that I can speed up my typing. So that was one thing. Then I started reading a lot of books. What happens is when you're constantly in this journey of learning and knowing and seeking, and if you can build that curiosity in your mind, that what do I do next, what do I need to learn to grow, what happens is things start showing up. So whenever I used to read a book, there were a lot of ideas that used to come. Okay, this is something I can do, so that I can grow. This is something I can do so that I can grow. So what happened is it actually broadened my perspective of looking at life, looking at people. How do I manage my emotions? So there were a lot of stuff. So what happened is that one learning actually went on to the other. So in a way, what happened is actually I started giving a lot of exercise to my brain muscle, and the more I used to think, the more I used to learn, the more I used to implement, rather, because uh, there were many things which I actually read, I learned, and then I implemented also, and that has given me good results because my confidence increased, my way of conducting increased. I started grooming myself. I started talking to such people who helped me grow. So what happened is, one action, one small thing led to another, and then it was like more of a vicious circle which I kept on, learning. And there were different stages of learning, different ways of learning. So yeah, I think the only way to broaden my perspective was to never stop learning, and I'm still doing it. Like, so now it's a completely new arena, new way of learnings, very deep learnings, in fact. So I think I've passed through that stage of basic learning to have graduated to a higher, higher grade in life itself. So schooling was different, but yeah, academics and life skill learnings, life learnings, and how do I conquer my challenges in life. I've never stopped learning. So yeah,
Okay,
never ever stop learning.
so your secret is to never stop learning.
Absolutely, that's a mantra. If you start doing it, you see where you reach, because your brain will open up, your mind will open up to some really weird new stuff which exists but you never knew of. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.